that. So, with that being said, I'm also going to share my screen, and I thank you guys for coming. I will tell you that if you are have a question, please raise your hand, and Miss Carter will be checking the chat. But keep your mics muted so everyone can hear the information that I'm going to deliver. I am presenting my screen, and I'll start with the presentation.
And just for those that just joined, if your parents are there, a lot of the information is really for the parents. So if you could ask them to come close by so that they could hear the information as well.
Okay. All right. I am ready to begin. Again, my name is Miss Coleman, the math skill specialist, and Miss Carter is on the call as well. She is the reading skill specialist. And we also have some representatives from third grade who are teachers. And then we have someone who will be translating as well. And this session is going to be called, Are You an Academic Star? So what is STAAR? STAAR is a state students testing program. Over the course of their public school career, students will be tested in the core subject areas such as reading, writing, math, science, and social studies. The number of tests each year will vary from 2 to 4 depending on the grade level. So just some of the statistics from the last STAAR test that we took in 2019 for math, and we have the lowest level to the highest level of approaches, meets, and then masters. For third grade, approaches was 53%, meets 75%, masters 88%. Fourth grade, 50% approaches, meets 71%, and masters 81%. Fifth grade for math, approaches 50%, meets 72%, and masters 82%. So these are goals that you all really need to try to reach, or your students need to try to reach when they are taking their test. For reading, we still have the approaches, meets, and masters. For third grade, it was 65% approaches, meets 31%, masters 18%. Fourth grade, 73%, meets 33%, masters 15%. And fifth grade, approaches 68%, meets 35%, masters 18%. With the scores for writing and science, your fourth grade writing approaches 63%, meets 22%, masters 4%, and the fifth grade 52%, 22%, and 6% masters. Now, we have our upcoming STAAR test and we have the dates. This is where you really need to pay attention to the dates that we'll have. So this week we had our first STAAR writing test for students that were on campus. On Tuesday, we will have an additional STAAR writing test for fourth grade only. For students that are learning at home, they will come to campus. Students that are learning at home will come to campus on the 20th to take the test, but fourth grade students will still be on campus. Okay? On May 11th, we will have the STAAR math for third, fourth, and fifth. On May 12th, we'll have the STAAR reading, third, fourth, and fifth, only for students who are on campus. For May 11th and 12th, only for students who are on campus. May 13th, we will have STAAR Science, fifth grade only, for students that are on campus. Now, on May the 18th, it gets a little confusing, but I'm going to explain it. On May 18th, third, fourth, and fifth are for learning at home students. That means third, fourth, and fifth that are come to school will have a remote learning day. So the virtual students will come to campus on May 18th that are in third, fourth, and fifth. But first and second grade will still come to school. Same thing on May 19th. STAAR reading. Third, fourth, and fifth virtual students will come to campus. But third, fourth, and fifth students who come to campus already will have a remote learning day. Grades 1 and 2 will still come to campus. And then on May 20th, STAAR Science. Fifth grade, virtual students will come to campus, but everyone will be on campus. This will not be a remote learning day. Are there any questions about that part? Is there anything that I need to go over?
Question.
Yes.
Will they be able to come home as soon as they finish the test, or how does that work?
For what grade?
Fifth grade,
Fifth grade for are they a virtual student?
virtual, yes.
Okay, so my understanding, I will have to get clarification from administration for that, but I believe so. But with it being a STAR test and with it being third, fourth, and fifth as a collaborative unit, I will have to find out the times of when the students will be allowed to go home once they finish.
Okay, and fifth graders can walk home by themselves, correct?
Again, I will get all of that information from the administrative team
Mm-hmm.
and give you that information out to let you guys know how that transportation will work, since that student needs to walk home.
Yes. Okay. Thank you.
Not a problem.
And just to add clarification also to that is that there's a set time that we're shooting for, a time frame where when the test starts and end, and to kind of keep those students within that time frame. But then once we've completed that time frame, the virtual students will be able to call their parents to pick them up as well. And then, like Ms. Coleman said, she's writing down about the information about that student being a walker, because I'm sure there's probably some type of form that would have to be signed.
Right.
Okay, on the 18th and the 19th, only the third grade only comes on those days.
Virtual third, fourth, and fifth on the 18th and 19th will come those days to take the STAR test.
Only those days.
Yes.
Okay.
And the LAH means learning at home, means that that student is a virtual student. Any other questions that I can clarify?
No, ma'am.
Okay. And if you have other questions, please don't hesitate to contact the school or an administrator or, even a skills specialist to help you as far as what the calendar is and how it will look in regards to that. Okay, so you guys may have some frequently asked questions. So we kind of thought of some to already put out there. So meaning, does your student have to be on campus to take the test? Yes, it is really imperative that you bring your students to campus to take the test for the purposes of making sure to see where they have grown within this academic school year, as well as being able to compare that to the following year so we can see that true growth happening within our students. So it is really, really imperative that you make sure that you do bring your students to campus if they are a virtual student, so we can get that information for that student so it can be true data. Okay, what happens if they fail the test? This year, there's no repercussions for failing the STAR test. It is for, as I stated, measuring growth and regression only. Students are encouraged to always do their best. And you all should be able to have the results the same day because everything is virtual except for the STAR writing test, which has to be sent out and assessed. And will the test count for our school ratings? The school's accountability rating will not be given this year due to COVID. Any questions about the frequently asked questions that we put on there? All right, Ms. Now here are some tips that we would want to give you guys for your students to use, and they are in English as well as in Spanish. If they're a virtual student and coming to campus or not, and they already are learning on campus and bringing their device, please make sure that it is fully charged. Lay your clothes out the night before to make sure you have everything prepared. Making sure that you have enough sleep the night before, as well as coming to campus early the day of the test. Eating a healthy breakfast, as well as just staying relaxed and calm within taking this test. At this time, this is the end of that part of the presentation. Are there any questions that you have for me before we move on to the next part?
No.
No? Okay. All right, now we're going on to the next part, which is for Title One. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and start. So Title One is basically we're gonna do basically talking about family engagement, and so within that we're gonna have 4 goals. Can everybody see my screen?
No.
Yes.
No.
Jack
Okay.
is the only one that's having problems, but the rest of us are able to see your screen.
I
Okay.
don't know why.
Okay. So we're gonna go over our commitment to family and community engagement. Talk about the ways to engage you guys within our community, different highlights that have happened, and what we're looking ahead for the upcoming school year. So the main things that we want to talk about is continuing to empower each other, engage, as well as lead the work that we're doing for our students. So just making sure that we're empowering you guys as a families to be strong advocates for our students, and just continually developing our systems that we have for opportunities for you guys to partner with us within the schools at the campus level through our PTO programs, parent ambassador programs, and other volunteer opportunities. So what are some ways that we can truly engage with you guys is making sure that, you all are attending our parent meetings. We're having those literacy classes, participating in the parent groups, as well as supporting our business partnerships and just volunteering within the school district, the schools, and having a part with the district events that do happen. Now, some campus initiatives that we can say that do happen on our campus is making sure that we have coffee with the counselor, our Schoology trainings, the home access center, and even just having events like that we're doing right now, and just giving you guys the information that you need, as well as having those drive-through food drives and making sure that we have those times for the literacy and math nights for the families as well too. So looking ahead for the 21-22 school year, is there a question before I continue? Hold on one second. Uh-oh, I think somebody's trying to get in. I apologize. Okay, go back to sharing my screen. I apologize. Okay, so looking ahead, there are some things that we are going to look at. The first thing is, how has the school been successful in helping your child meet academic goals throughout the school year? What types of training or programs can we improve upon student learning that you would like to participate in offered by the school? What are some top barriers that prevent families from participating in the school events? And please share what those barriers are. And what day of the week is convenient for you as a family to attend these events? What time of day is feasible for you guys to attend? And would you be interested in opportunities provided by the campus to network with other parents, just so we can build that collaborative culture within our school? So these are some of the questions that we will want answered from parents as well. Now, to do that, I will drop the link in the chat, but there's also a QR code that you can definitely scan right now to where you can sign in and answer those previously discussed questions. So you can take the time right now to scan the QR code, as well as I will drop it in the chat. Let me go ahead and do that now. Everybody should have access to it. I'm going to go ahead and stop sharing my screen at this time. Teachers, you can go ahead and also fill out that Google document as well too. Are there any other questions, comments, or concerns that you guys have for me in regards to Title I, our STAAR presentation, dates, or anything else of that nature?
I do. I was late getting on. What my son is in the third grade. Savion, what time does he have to be there to take the STAR test?
Okay, is he a virtual student, ma'am?
Yes.
Okay. I know school starts at 7:35, so anytime between 7 and 7:35 would be good before school starts to make sure that he is in place and ready to go when it is
Mhm.
time to take the test.
Okay.
He's here though, right? Savion's he comes to school.
Yeah, he comes to school.
Yeah, he's not
Oh,
virtual.
Yeah,
oh,
yeah, yeah.
he's
He's
not.
not virtual. I'm sorry. No, ma'am, he's not. I forgot.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I
And
just
just
wanted
say,
to know because I got on late and you was done talking about it, and I'm telling him to leave me
Okay.
alone and stop talking to me. Tell me you got to raise your hand. I'm like, I
to
know how
also
it works. Get out.
and to add to that, parents, also the closer it get to the STAAR, more information with the dates and time will be coming as well. We know that we're preparing for fourth grade virtual students next week, but the closer it gets to our third, fourth, and fifth, the students that come face to face will receive a paper copy or a flyer, and then the virtual students as well, we will be uploading it into Schoology, just so that you can keep
I,
up with the times and dates.
I have a
I have a question.
question.
My child Charles, he's a virtual student. I'm trying to find out, is there will there be a makeup day if they can't make it to one of those days?
I will check on that. I think I'm not 100% sure, but I do believe that there is a time schedule for makeup days. I need to look at the calendar to see. But again, when the information comes home, there's going to be a calendar giving the specific information and the dates.
Right.
What I can do is I'm going to actually check really quick for you to see. Okay.
Ms. Carter, would you want me to put up the calendar again that I created
You
to show them?
can.
Hold on one second. Let me go ahead and present my screen again. And I can just kind of go over it one more time.
I have a question.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I'm sorry, I wasn't aware of this meeting. My baby just brought the computer to me, and I see that there's a form that needs to be completed.
Yes.
What is that form all about?
Okay, so that was over the Title I presentation that we gave in regards to the community engagement of
Mhm.
what we could do to better help our parents, our school system, and everything. And basically, those were the questions that I went over in the presentation.
Okay. And
Yes,
so
ma'am.
the meeting currently is about the STAR test that's coming up.
Well, we went over both things. We went over the STAR test and the dates and what STAR is. And then I followed up. The second part of the meeting was regarding our Title I and what we were doing as far as community engagement is concerned with our parents.
Okay.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and present the screen for the dates. So again, on April the 13th, we took the STAR writing test for students that are located on campus. On Tuesday, we are taking the STAR writing test for fourth grade for virtual students that are coming to campus. All other students will still stay on campus as well. Okay? Virtual students will come to campus on the 20th, but all other students will stay on campus as well. On May 11th and 12th, May 11th, STAR math, May 12th, STAR reading. Third, fourth, and fifth grade, students that already are on campus are going to take those tests content-wise. Okay? Only students that are already on campus. On May 13th, STAR Science for fifth grade only for students that are on campus. Okay? The 11th, 12th, and 13th are only for students that are on campus. Any questions about that? Okay? May 18th and 19th, STAR Math and Reading, third, fourth, and fifth. Students that are virtual will come to campus. On May 18th and 19th, students that are virtual will come to campus. But the students that are already on campus will have a remote learning day. So if you are a student, if you have a student that is already on campus on the 18th and 19th, those students will have a remote learning day. But if you have a student that is in first and second grade, they will still come to campus. On May 20th, STAAR Science, 5th grade only. If they are virtual, they will come to campus, but everyone will be on campus. Any questions about that?
And Ms. Coleman, I did go back and look up the information about the makeup days.
Okay.
Currently, I do not see any makeup days, but again, we'll jot that question down and talk to the testing coordinator to make sure we get that information.
Okay.
And I think Miss Natalie said she raised her hand. She had a question.
Ms. Natalie, do you have a question?
Oh, no, it's an accident. Sorry.
That's okay.
Oh,
Okay. And so basically, let me see. Am I still presenting? Hold on one second. Let me stop presenting. I apologize. Okay. And so the purpose of the Title I was for the purpose of understanding what we have done as a district in the school in regards to the family and community engagement. We talked about ways to continue to engage families. We talked about different campus highlights that have happened, and we were looking ahead as to what we could do for the following school year. So someone asked me about the questions that I wanted you guys to fill out, and I'll even put that link again, and I'll share my screen. And so basically with that, we wanted to have the questions answered as to just a second as it loads. How has the school year been successful in helping your child meet those academic goals? What types of
we
training?
can't see the questions.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought
We see your PowerPoint. We don't see the question.
those
I'm
other
sorry.
questions.
I apologize. Yes, we do. I apologize. Yes, we
That's
do.
okay. Okay. How has the school been successful in helping your child meet the academic goals this year? What types of trainings can we do to improve the student learning to participate for the year? What type of barriers have prevented you from participating with the events? And please share those barriers with us. What day of the week is more convenient for you to attend those family workshops and events, and what time of day? Because we want to really be considerate of your time. And would you be interested in opportunities that provided by the campus to collaborate and communicate with other parents within our school, just so we can build that culture of collaboration within our school? And so those were the questions that are on the document, as well as the link that I shared. And again, you can do that through the QR code, as well as the link that I put in the chat. We have about 3 minutes left. Are there any other further questions or things that I can clarify? No?
Do complete those questions right now, or can I do them later in the afternoon?
Well, right now would be the best time because I have the active link already set up in the chat, as well as you can scan the QR code and I can put that up for you, and you can have it saved in your phone as an option. Would you want me to do that for you?
Yes, because I'm at work.
Okay. All right. Hold on one second. Let me pull up the screen. And you have to pull up your barcode scanner, and I'll go ahead and present that for you. So you can go ahead and scan the QR code, and then you can have the question saved in your phone. You got it?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
Not a problem. All right. All right. Are there any other questions, comments, or concerns before we stop recording?
The programs that the questions is asking about, the programs that we will be participating in. Could you show us those programs again?
Sure. Just a second. I'm pausing. There we go. So the different ones could be parent groups, adult education classes, or even advisory committees. Got it?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. All right. I'm going to stop presenting and recording at this time.